Another flood prediction coming out today. We've had a good melt, but the one thing I need to stress to everyone, and I think folks that live in this area know this, that even under a perfect flood situation, a perfect melt, that it's the rivers where they come together and it's the potential for ice jam which can cause that land to flood. And what we're showing you here is what a typical inundation map looks like. And Scott, you've spent time down this area, but it is not unusual for that entire floodplain to be inundated. And again, it's not so much the amount of snow and how it melts, it depends how that river moves out. If that's a fair statement, I'll let my colleagues that maybe know a little more about hydrology, but that's what we've been told. And I think if you talk to folks that live in this area, they will vouch that this is a accurate representation of what can happen here. And depends again, how does the ice come out, where does the ice jams form, and this water can raise very rapidly. And that is our concern. And right now there is one goal that I think everyone, whether it's the federal government, the state government, the tribal government, or the folks in the camps here are united on, and that is we got to get this area cleaned up, and we may be running out of time. Even if we have the perfect melt, again, we got to watch the river, because that's what may cause the problem. After this melt may come a hard freeze again. Stuff could be froze back into the ground. Spring blizzards are not out of the question. You know that if you live here. And we could have another situation down the road. That floodplain can flood anytime between now and May. And depending on the year and depending on the conditions, it will change. So what we're doing right now is we're preparing resources to come in here and assist. Not law enforcement to come in and take the camp, but resources to come in here and get stuff out of the floodplain.
What kind of resources?
What kind of stuff? Trucks and loaders.
We need you to speak louder back here, we really can't hear you.
Okay, we're prepared to bring resources in today to help cleaning the garbage and anything else out of that camp that needs to get out of there.
Is this help going to be native help?
We've, Scott Davis has checked into that. I don't know that we can mobilize native help in time, but we have that identified. The Corps is going to be coming in here. The Corps is going to be coming in here and doing an assessment, and they have resources ready to come in too. You know what the Corps' deadline is. It's the 22nd of February. The governor has reiterated that that is the deadline, that we got to get folks out of here. Whether it floods now or down the road, we got to do everything we can to restore what was native prairie land back to its original state before floodwaters potentially come in there.
Are you bringing the police with you?
If the resources we're coming to support your efforts to clean up are able to come in unmolested, take direction from leadership within the camp as far as what has to be done, then there will be no police coming in with them.
So what about the camps that are frozen into the ground?
I have a question.
That can't even move.
You were going to respond.
One at a time. One at a time. She was talking, then you can go next.
Does that mean you're going to respond?
Okay.
Right now we're focused on the camp.
So what about the camps that are frozen into the ground that won't even be able to, because we got rebars like 1.5 feet into the ground and it's froze.
I'm not an expert on that, but the Corps has folks, and we do the best we can to get those things out of there and take action to remediate it so nothing goes into the river this spring.
So we have a deadline on the 22nd. Now, after the 22nd, are they going to forcefully remove us?
If there are people still within the camps on the 22nd, if there are folks still in the camp on the 22nd, then we'll have to come in and remove them.
Is it possible?
Are they going to let us leave peacefully on the 22nd after that, or are they going to take us to jail?
Our goal is that everyone peacefully leaves. We do not want confrontation. We do not want to arrest folks. We want them just to leave on their own initiative.
They can't give us an extension?
All right. So there's a hand.
Again, it all depends on the weather.
We need to clean it right.
Don't you think it would be prudent to give an extension so we can get an indigenous crew here to help?
Hold on, LaDonna. Okay, hold on. So LaDonna, a hand here, and then there's a hand back here. Yes.